So we picked cherries, black raspberries, I think it's black raspberries or blackberries, and then mulberries. So I'll show you the cherry tree and then I'll show you the garden. Alright, so that's the cherry tree. Of course, we're not going to get them all, but we're going to get as many as we can. And this is not a sweet one, it's a sour one. So in case anybody's curious, I already picked 2 ice cream buckets, and then my 2 boys that are here are picking the other 2. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but right there are the raspberries that we picked. They're black ones, but let's see if I can zoom in. There were lots of them. I got like half an ice cream bucket full. Alright, so here you can see this is what we planted like 2 weeks ago. And I haven't planted any more. I know that's bad. I just haven't had time to actually plant anymore. So anyway, but this actually looks pretty good. More stayed alive than I thought, but I'm gonna have to replant a little bit of it. These are my tomatoes, and I haven't gotten anything out of them yet. I am going to hopefully post. I put in fence posts another time up there on the fence post, but I haven't done it yet. This is my walking onions, my cilantro, my dill, and I always forget to tell you, I do have garlic in there. I don't know if you can tell. On this side and this side I have garlic, but it's hard to tell. Alright, and then over here we have my peppers, and then we weeded the strawberry patch. I think we're gonna weed it again because my boys aren't necessarily weeding it the right way. They're just breaking the stuff off, and they actually need to do it with the pull it out by the roots, and they're not. So sometimes that happens. You have to learn things the hard way. Forgot there's one right there I could have planted. Guess I'll have to do that next time. But these are my peppers. I planted a few today. I planted some jalapenos in here, but basically filling in the holes for ones that didn't make it. And I went to do some, and I realized today that they really didn't need a whole lot of filled in. Just some of them needed to be weeded, which was like, whoops. You can see quite a few. My idea was, because what I planted this time was broccoli, was to just get all the holes filled in. So there we go. All right, I have one lone celery right there. I'm going to show you here. We planted carrots. I don't know if you can tell. There's a few in here. I cannot plant carrots, it's so annoying. But it keeps raining, but the soil cracks even if it rains. I don't understand that. But we do have some carrots growing in there, even though it's hard to tell. This row and this row is carrots. But my mom helped plant these, so I'm hoping that means I'll actually get carrots. Because I'll show you my mom's carrots. Look. See? This is why I can't plant carrots. Look at that. Those are my mom's carrots. Do I have carrots? Oh no, but my mom does. Look at that. Tons of carrots. I didn't inherit that gene. It's so annoying. Here's some more of my raspberries. I didn't actually pick these today because these are the red ones and they're not even close to being ready. Just the black ones are ready. Those are actually my dad's favorite. So that's why I have a bunch of those. But ooh, there might be a red one ready. Look there. Almost ready. Alright. I'm gonna go over here. Ooh, that's a good raspberry. First, I'm gonna show you this. I put posts in and tied up a couple of tomatoes for my mom. But this is what I'm gonna hopefully do tomorrow, is put these posts in mine. Those are my fence posts. I don't think I'm gonna have enough, but it'll get me started. This is my potatoes. I had my son mulch them. As you can see, they've already popped right up, so I was a little worried about burying them, but alright. And I don't know if you can tell right here, but there I planted 2 cosmos. And there's 3 of them. And then way over there is a squash. We'll see how it does. And then my blueberries are doing really well. But I'm gonna turn you around and show you. See how the weeds are gone? I weeded it the other day. Doesn't that look nice? Look at that. All the weeds are gone, except for that very small patch right there. And I'm gonna cover that because that's that quack grass garbage and it's so hard to get. But it looks so nice, no weeds. And then here I went through the beans. So I'm sure there are a couple of weeds, but they just, oh, they're so happy now. They just sprouted right up. They weren't that big when I was here on Tuesday pulling weeds. But look at that. All the beans just like took off once I weeded them because it's rained. And here's some more. Here I planted beans because this one I actually planted peas and nothing came up. So some pumpkins I planted. And then these are some more beans. These didn't grow nearly as well, but you can still tell that they are fine. I will enjoy those beans when they come up. These are the sweet potatoes. They looked terrible, and I would say I got about 2/3 of them to grow. So it's a little disappointing, but I did get some, so it's not like I didn't get any. It was just, I wish they had done better. So, and there's a couple, I don't know if you can tell at the end down there, there's a couple pumpkins. And the same with here. This one's hard to tell. I have sunflower here. There are sweet potatoes right here, and I just need to mulch them. This here is my corn patch, but it's kind of a joke because it didn't really grow that well. So when it finally gets a good soaking rain, we will go through with the hoe. I did a little bit the other day. You can tell a little bit I did. I didn't do it enough. And then I'll mulch it and then we'll be done. Because I was thinking, oh, I'll do the plastic or the whatever you call it stuff, but I don't think I need to do that. There's my tomatoes. And then over here, these are the beans. I went through, my son weeded and I hoed. So it actually looks really good. This is probably the only other section of weeds I need to work on. But these are different kinds of, these are the dry beans. I've never done those before, so a new experience. But they are looking so much better. I think I need to weed this section right here. It's been done once, but doesn't stay weeded for long, seems like. All right, here you can see I have eggplant, and down there is okra. And today I filled in there's some more eggplant, and I filled in with peppers, ones that didn't have anything. And then over here was a couple leftover eggplants and okra that I found. So, and then peppers with what didn't get filled. I think I have a couple more that I'll have to fill in later. And then over here is my tomatillos. And I'm hoping next time I come out, I'm gonna put tomato cages on them. I've never grown them that way, but I would like to try in tomato cages because they just get so huge and they're flop all over the ground. So I'm gonna try doing it that way. Show you my last section over here. I showed you it a little bit. There's another section right there of weeds. I need to put plastic because I'll turn you around in a minute. You'll see the last two sections of garden I need to do, and you'll see why I haven't done anything that big yet. But look, I have a couple of beets, and I think I have a turnip or two that are almost ready to eat. That's my Swiss chard. But see, this piece of plastic and that one, I still, because the far one down there is the one I have peppers and eggplant in. But these two, I'm not done with yet. I wanted to plant greens in that one, and this one I'm going to do corn, but I may switch it around. It's just that I wanted to get the other parts of my garden under control. But here I planted some more greens last week, I think it was, after I weeded it. And you can see some of it's coming up. We'll see if the rest of it does. I think if it keeps raining. And here's some more greens and onions. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see the onions over there. Over here, I only have half of this bed planted, and it's onions. This side over here needs to be done. This is all of my uprights, cucumbers and squash and melons and pumpkins. So I need to go through and weed this and mulch this fairly soon. But I did put some beans in. I'm kind of waiting to see if they're gonna come up, because I did one side beans and one side squash and stuff. So we'll see how it does. This one didn't do very well. I wonder what I planted in there. So some more over here. Look, like the beans came up really well. Sometimes the squash don't transplant real well, so we'll have to see. And then once it takes over, then the plastic can get, I'm gonna actually take this plastic with me probably next time. I keep forgetting to finish this. I finished this up with the leftover of of the landscaping fabric, and then it's done, and I can take that one with me to my next garden spot. But there we are, my garden tour. It's just, I'm so pleased because I'm using the landscaping fabric. I don't know why it took me so long to do it. I'm so glad I did. If you haven't used it, you need to.